Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall with another edition of 3 Stocks Under $50 that you could consider right now. And I've got some good ideas for you together. First, I want to touch on the S&P 500. I've got this on the screen right here. And as we know, I'm recording this. This is March the 3rd. We have been in this range-bound chop for a while. This is the start of 2026, so even into the end of last year, range-bound chop. So it's been much more of a stock pickers market. If you have been able to get some of the names of some of the different videos, the 3 under 50 that I've put out in the past, you're probably pretty happy with a lot of those. And if you're not, most of those names are still valid, so go back and check those videos out. I do different sectors and all stocks under $50, so it's pretty cool. So I'm looking for ideas that we can put in our long-term portfolio, maybe our IRA, retirement account, things like that. And not necessarily like an options play, but maybe we just buy the stock. Maybe we do buy an option, but our options on it or some kind of trade. But these are good names that are very flexible. So let's jump right in. Again, I think 2026 is going to be a stock pickers market. The Mag 7s, as we know, the money is just flowing out of the Mag 7. So now it's up to us to kind of do a little more research and find the stocks on our own. So the first one we want to look at is a company called National Energy Services, and this is a Middle East oil services company. Right now they're based out of Houston, Texas. Great sector, great looking chart. I've got my drawing tool on this monitor if you're wondering why I'm looking over there. All right, look at that. I mean, that's what you want. Lower left to upper right. Great. $26 stock. It was. That's the high. Pullback, that's the 20 SMA right there. That's ideally what you want to see is a pullback to the 20. You see that? And it holds that 20 and it holds. Look at that every time, almost every time. Here we've got the 50 and the 20 and it's holding, right? Good looking chart, right? 3 years earnings growth of 233.4%. 3 years earnings growth rate. I mean, you can't beat that, right? That's pretty awesome. Again, pull back to the SMA. I always like to have 3 reasons. If I didn't mention it, I like to have 3 reasons to buy a stock. 1, great sector, great chart, great earnings, growth. You know, it's already 3. The 4th one would be we pull back to the 20 where I like to buy it. And the last one, I'm going to give you a bonus one. It's about 16.9% held by insiders. I like that. I like high insider holdings. Symbol's NESR. National Energy Services. So check that one out. Well, that'll be the first one on our list. The second one on our list is we're going to go to Curbline Properties. And just as the name kind of implies, this is a shopping center property REIT. And they do primarily convenience stores and shops of that nature, right? $28 stock, great looking chart, a lot of consolidation here, not as quiet, you know, lower left, upper right as we had in the previous chart, but a lot of consolidation here, and now this thing's really taken off. Again, this is a good looking chart, a lot of momentum in a choppy market. This thing has been really, really going. Had a great quarter. It's got a 2.4% dividend. I'll show you right here. 2.4% dividend. This dividend's coming up on March 18th. You can still get this if you're familiar with the wheel strategy or the wagon wheel strategy that I have been using for a long, long time. I wrote a book on it, wagon wheel income strategy, a long time ago. This is a good one to do that because we can get in, you know, and catch this dividend and so forth. But 2.4% yield. We got free cash flow of $1.19 a share. Well covers that, that dividend. 3 years earnings growth rate of 81.8%. Again, I like to have at least 3 reasons. Good chart, good sector, very profitable company, 2.4% dividend, good free cash flow, 3 years earnings growth rate of 81.8%. You know, what's not to like about that, right? And again, this is Curbline Properties. So the third one is Triple Flag Precious Metals. $41 stock. Now it's pulled back a little bit right here. Came back to the 20, and again, this is a 50. Good look. I mean, look at that chart. It's great. It's perfect. Nothing wrong with that chart. You want to have good charts in, especially in a market that's not going straight up. if the charts or the charts we want to focus on are the ones that are going straight up, and when the market's pulling back, these aren't necessarily pulling back much. That makes it, obviously a good stock, good chart. So this one, and I'll show you right here. If you're on, this is off of Thinkorswim here. Triple Flag, Precious Metals, Streaming, Royalty Company, all the info's here. I don't have to read it to you, but this is a good sector. Now, we're a little bit exposed to commodities. I think that's a good thing. The energy, commodities, obviously precious metals, including, gold, silver, all that kind of stuff have been really, really good places to be. We've been in those for the last year or so, and it's been very, very, very good. So this is another one that you should put on your radar watch list. Now it's pulled back again. This one is pulled back to the 20. They had record earnings and record cash flow last quarter. There's 4 things about it that I like. And again, this one is kind of under the radar, I think, a little bit. So put that one on the list. Again, I've been trying to keep these videos kind of short and sweet. Some good information. When you're looking at any idea, any stock or ETF or anything like that, obviously you want to go to the chart, do a little homework. In this kind of market, I would say we do not want to look at charts that are way down here and we're under the 200, and you're trying to bottom fish down here in a market that's really, really choppy. You want to get the strong leaders. In an up market, they go higher. In a down market, they don't go down as much, right? So put those 3 on your radar. Go back and see some of the other videos that I've done, the other ideas. There's a lot of them. There's still really, really good values in some of these names that we do. I try to do these. I'm trying to do these once a week for you guys. So let me know your comments, what you want to see, what you think about some of these names. I'll be glad to help you any way I can. And with that, let me wind it up, and I'll see you guys at the next update. Thanks, guys. Take care.